Okie dokie. Let's do this again. Never ends. But that's what happens when you're on break from work. So, back to this Kanye West. I was looking at the gram and I don't even like lights. I was screaming at my daddy, told me it ain't Christ like. I was screaming at the referee just like Mike. Looking for a bright light, single with your life like. So, let me push pause because I can definitely not think. And, well, I'm a guy. I can't do two things at once. Well, I don't know how all men are, but this man can do one or two things, simple things, in regards to, staying focused. And I got somebody over here talking. All right, anyway, forgive me. So what do I think about this? I think that it sounds very much like what's that new mumble rap? Mumble rap. Where you can't even understand what they're saying. And that sounds like that. Mumble rap. So, Kanye West. We all start somewhere. That's where I started. Grew up Catholic, in the Catholic Church, and I did life. I not quite renounced God, Elohim, the Almighty, El Shaddai, Yahuwah, Yahweh. I didn't quite renounce him, but I just was clear to let everyone know that who is this man? This man that thinks he can be closer to the Most High. Than me? Who's this? Why can't I talk directly to him? Little did I know what state a person has to be in, not just spiritually, also physically. State a person has to be in to even receive the company of the Most High. Many times I fail. I fail. I fail to do this. I fail to cleanse myself. I fail to prepare my heart. I prepare my heart for action, for love, for humility, for selflessness. I forget about that. I'm gonna play something a little bit more my speed while we talk. From our buddy, Devoted to Ya, Brother D. Brother D does some pretty good music. His acoustical stuff is very nice. Very nice. I appreciate that greatly. I really do like the Shema. Okay. Hear that beat? It's gonna be in the background while we talk. Okay. How long will it be to see the coming of the Son of Man? Kanye West. Let's get back to old boy. Yeah, that's great that he's taken this route. We all took a route, whatever it may be, atheism, agnosticism, Judaism, and all the isms, Christianity, they're all the same. I do want to say that this is just a step in his walk. If you haven't seen the documentary called The Way, highly recommend that. That is the way that we are walking. So our walkumentary is walking according to the guidelines that the Creator and His Son have established since before we were born, before we were walking, before any of that. So, we choose to walk this way, believing it pleases Him greater than us just being professing Christians or us just being professing Hebrews, or I don't consider myself Hebrew roots. Bad things have associated with that. But I do consider myself part of the Ephraim awakening, because that is promised in Scripture that Ephraim will awaken. So with all that, this movement, this awakening, not so much a movement because no one started it, but an awakening of the Spirit reviving in us, that the old bones might be rejuvenated, not to disobedience, but to full submission and obedience. Because remember, we're going to have a monarchy, not a democracy, when He returns. When our Messiah comes riding on the clouds, when that trumpet is sound and that loud shout, and Yeshua returns, we will be having a monarchy. And the way that works is you receive an order and you obey it. And if you don't, there's punishment. So, with all that being said, that's what I believe. So, is this good? Yeah, it's good. Is it great? No. Because he's not surrounded by himself. He's not surrounded by people who will tell him the truth. He's surrounded by people whose lives depend on telling him what he needs to hear, what makes him feel, keyword, feel good. Because if it feels good, it is good? No. If it feels good, we have to check it with the Scriptures. So, keep it up. Your journey is your journey. And I pray to the Most High that His Spirit will reveal the truth in His Word, so that you will come out of that Babylonian system of Christianity and you will get down to the truth. And the truth is that Torah, that you got to do it, you got to live it, that your heart's got to be circumcised, that your lips are circumcised, that your heart is circumcised, that your mind is circumcised. You know, and all of this is a long process of learning and figuring it out, and the Spirit working within you. So, with that being said, you know, keep on trucking. You know, I'm sure that that's Hebrews, because if you came to the understanding, Kanye, that Torah is real, whoa, what a big impact. What a big impact. That you'd be telling people that if you want to live in Father's house, you have to obey Father's rules? What? That's a concept that's totally mind-blowing. That Dad has rules in his house, and if we want to live with him forever, we got to obey by those rules. We got to adhere to those rules. He doesn't want you. If we are the altar, we're the dwelling place of the Most High, and from since the beginning, there's no pig altered on the altar. There's no pig sacrifice. And then at the end, there's no pig sacrifice. Why would I want to sacrifice a pig on my altar by putting it inside my dwelling place? Nah. I don't want to do that. But if I tell people, if you mess with people, I was told this earlier, if you mess with people's, the way they dress, what they eat, and how they're supposed to be submissive, those are big deals. That they actually have to do what Scripture says, those are big deals. But I'll let you decide. You gotta walk it out, and I'm happy for you, because this is big. This is a big step, and you'll be attacked, and I hope you don't fall away. Because if you came to Torah, if you came to the obedience of the commands,